Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Pool Room. My name is Dale, and I have for you this amazing C3PO collector's case filled to the brim with vintage Star Wars action figures. The fellow that I bought it from was a local who put it up on Marketplace, and I got in touch with him, and here we are. I've got it in hand. Now, he would have started collecting as Jedi appeared. The figures in here are very much around the Return of the Jedi era, and just catching the tail end of Empire. So there's a few Empire Strikes Back figures, but mainly Return of the Jedi. Sadly, no Power of the Force and no cartoon Ewoks and droids, which is a shame because I don't actually have any Ewoks or droids in my collection, but hopefully one day I'll be picking them up. So let's open this up and have a look what's inside. Let's start this haul with Lando Calrissian in his Bespin fatigues. This particular one is a smiling variant. Didn't come with a gun, but that's okay. We have him as a Hong Kong variant, this particular one. So Hong Kong was either Smile or Unitoy. He also came as a China variant, and that was Cater if it was a China one. So we'll move right along to a Imperial Stormtrooper. You'll find with this particular collection that the person that I bought them from really just came in at the tail end of Empire. So the figures are very much tail end of Empire and Jedi based. So the earlier stuff, like your Hammerheads and your Snaggletooths and Walrus Man, just wasn't in this collection, which is really, really interesting when you pick up stuff like this and you realise that, you know, like I came in at Star Wars, other people didn't, and their collections reflect that. But so that also tells me as well that when he picked up this Stormtrooper, it was a late Stormtrooper. So this particular one is a Noku with a slim mouth, and on Variant Villain told me that this particular one would be a PBP, which means it was from the Spanish distributor. So interesting. Don't know whether it was a gift from a friend or how he particularly got this Stormtrooper. But I have to check my collection. I'm not too sure I've actually got this one, so this will probably be going straight to the pool room, which is pretty cool because I like additions. Nice one. Okay, we also have Droopy. Droopy's actually comes with his. He came with a microphone stand. Actually, no. This is interesting. This is Slice Noodle's microphone, not Droopy's, and Droopy doesn't come with his flute, which is a little bit sad, but it doesn't really matter. But yes, good old Droopy, who's Hong Kong. Pretty sure they were all just Hong Kong. I don't think there's any particular variations with him. can't find him on Variant Villain, so he is what he is. I got no research on him, so unfortunately that's what we get. Who else we got? Emperor came in this collection without a cane, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure I've got a spare cane kicking around somewhere anyway. Emperor is no coup. They all came as a no coup Emperor, I believe, and they are a Unitoy. So interesting that seemingly all came from the one factory. Either that, or mine just comes from mine comes from the Unitoy factory. But yes, good old Palps himself. Pretty cool. Righto. What else came with this collection? I have. Logo came without any other accessories. He's pretty common for accessories, so I'm pretty sure I've got a bag of logo accessories somewhere, which I will team up. This particular one is the HK variant. You would have seen in my other video that I've got a few of these anyway. They also came in a Macau, a HK, or a no coup. So yeah, this particular one is the HK variant on that one. What else we got? Cloud Car Pilot. This is actually quite a nice one. It's just such a shame he doesn't have his accessories because they're getting out of control with price, especially that little communicator, which is out of control. This particular one is a made in Hong Kong. They came in, which is a Smile particular, which was the company that created these. They came in a made in Hong Kong or a no coup. This particular one made in Hong Kong, and he's really nice condition. So I'm really happy with him. I did get a layer. So interesting in this collection. Then you'll probably pick up as we go along through each of them, is that we got an original layer and we got some other layers along the way, not too many. But what's missing is just like I said, this is a Jedi collection. So, and like late Empire Jedi collection. So there was really some unusual things missing. Well, some of the usual things were missing, like Farm Boy Luke was missing. We got an original layer, which is pretty cool. This particular layer is a made in Hong Kong, which is a Unitoy. There is a gazillion options with layer, and not really going to go through with them. Well, apart from that. Made in Taiwan, Hong Kong, no coup, blah, 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 blah. So this particular one is a Unitoy. She didn't come with a weapon, but that's okay. Oh, sorry, yeah, what I was saying before. Sorry, I easily get distracted. The collection doesn't have original C3PO, doesn't have original R2, doesn't have Farm Boy Luke. It's just some of the really early stuff that kids would have in their collection just wasn't in this particular collection, which was blew my mind. But that's okay. I'm just so grateful that we got some really cool toys. After Leia is a cloakless prune face, so no weapon, no cloak, but that's okay. Now this is a no coup. Which means it could be either Kada or Smile or Lady. Lady has, actually no, this is not Lady because Lady has a darker, it's just a darker paint scheme, but they're all no coup. So Pruneface didn't actually have any other markings, which was, from what I've learnt, in this journey, is a lot of the later Jedi stuff, no coup. Kenner were tidying up all their stuff rather than having all the companies erasing and it's a mess, erasing and putting scars all over the thing, that they just decided just to no-coup them. This guy's not standing. What are you doing, buddy? Okay, Biker Scout, pretty yellowed, no weapon. This is a made in Hong Kong, which is a Cater. Options are also Taiwan, Macau, and no coup. This particular one is, just your standard one. It's interesting that as we tick along through this reveal of this marketplace find, is that some of the figures are just in pristine condition, and like this dude must have been by the window out in the sandpit. I don't know what happened, but he's yellow. He is, just there's a lot of degradation in his limbs and helmet. It's bizarre how yellow he got, but the rest of it seems fine. Righty, Biker Scout, Darth Vader. This is quite. Come on, mate, you're a bit tall for this video. Yeah, let's put you back here. Darth Vader, cape a little bit manky, a little bit buckled, paint where there's even like loss of paint going on in here as well, which is really bizarre. But come on, mate, have a look. Oh, there's my dog deciding to go in the doggy door. But check out. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust the camera. Check out the lightsaber on that. Lightsaber is amazing. This particular Darth has the scar instead of the coup. So basically that means he's a Cater. There's quite a few different coups for Darth Vader, which my dog will just stay in the house, which he's either got a Hong Kong, Japan, Taiwan. There's all other options other than the no coup. So pretty cool, good old Darth. Wish I could adjust this a little bit better, but he's just tall. So let's just move him right along. Also, this character, Maydeen, kind of, as you know from other videos, he's kind of special to me. I think I'm just having a little bit of a Maydeen. I just don't think he gets enough love. But anyway, I just like his uniform. It's such a cool uniform. This particular one is Hong Kong on the boot, which means it's a uni-toy. He came out in Taiwan and Hong Kong as well. And as you know, there's plenty of variations with him. There's painted face, there's olive hair, there's grey hair, there's all sorts of stuff going on with Maydeen, as well as all the other figures. They just have so many variants, and that's why I love playing this game, is just finding and collecting all the different variations. Just brings me joy, and that's what it's all about, yeah? All right, thank you, Mr. Maydeen. Right, okay. Something that I find doesn't really pop up in finds all that much is 8D8. You don't get many droids at all for some reason. I don't know what goes on with droids, but they kind of get eaten by dogs or what it is, but they just generally don't turn up. These are all no coup, so they are Smile or Leedy. I'm just guessing it's a Smile because Leedy generally isn't as common as the rest of them, but let's just go with Smile. You're old Mr. 88. Lots of variations on him too. I've only ever had one, like I got one as a kid, and that's the one I still have in my collection. When I was picking up variants, I didn't know that 88 had variants, but there's variants in the legs and other things going on which I haven't really studied too much. But I will now that I've got another one, and I'll check him out and see where he fits or doesn't fit. Righty, let's just put Mr. Fett here. This is a Taiwan Fett. He's quite nice condition. He's just, that isn't shine on his chest. That's a little marked, unfortunately, but that's okay. But other than that, he is beautiful, pristine, for the want of a better word. He also comes in a Hong Kong and a no-coup, but we will. But what I might do is dig out my Fets for another video and show them off. I don't know where this fits in. I've got Taiwan Fets, but whether this is any particular variant. Otherwise, yeah, he's just a nice little find in such a marketplace pool like this. Next one we have is beautiful Princess Leia as Bausch. This particular one's a Taiwan one. She also comes in Hong Kong. The no-coup is a Macau variant. Now, Lady shows as Hong Kong for Bausch, but she'll be a darker Bausch. So, well, darker limbs than the other one. This did come with her weapon, but not going to just bother showing it. Not all the figures came with weapons. A lot of them did, which is nice because far out, weapons are just absolutely crazy these days. So expensive. So it's actually nice that a lot of them did come with accessories, but yeah, not all, and that's okay. I don't mind. Now, Leia Bausch, this particular Taiwan, I actually really like her face too. She's got like that slimline face, which is really nice. Helmet is a little bit bodged. Again, like I said, I don't know what happened. The person that I bought him off, he played with some more than others. That's okay. Bausch got hammered by the looks of it. That helmet really copped a beating. But other than that, yeah, all the other figures just seem to be in really good nick. Okie dokie. Right, Bausch Tripilot. For example, here we go, Tripilot. Look at this. This fella is absolutely pristine. He's in such good condition. Let's set him around a bit. Such good condition. This particular Tripilot is a no-coup. Tripilots came with no-coup, China, Hong Kong. So there was quite a few variations with him. And this particular no-coup is a smile one. So, but he is absolutely pristine. Like, he is going straight to the pool room, this one. Absolutely beautiful. So lucky and happy and grateful that I got him. ADAT driver, he's a little yellowed. Oh, come on, mate, stand up. I mean, these things are all stiff-limbed, but sometimes they just don't stand all that great. Particular one, no-coup, also comes in Hong Kong and China. Now, there's so many variants for this particular fella. I don't have many, but I've seen some awesome videos on YouTube with all the different coloured insignias and just placement of insignias. Oh my God, there's a million of them. This, like I said, this particular one is made in Hong Kong. Also comes as a no-coup and just Hong Kong as well. So that's just different companies marking them different. Not too sure exactly what factory this particular one comes from, but that's okay. That's just more research on my part. But yeah, he's really nice. He did come with his weapon as well. Sometimes you get some common weapons, sometimes you don't. Big Head Han. He's kind of different. He's got this unusual warm tone to his face. He's a Hong Kong variant. He also comes in a no-coup, and as well as Hong Kong. I'm going to check this fella against mine. The paint apps on this, they're absolutely beautiful. It's just like his arms are moulded in that colour, and they just got this, I don't know, really kind of warm tones to them. Just, yeah, a little different to the one that I grew up with, that's for sure. Big Head Han, didn't realise until I started actually collecting these again as an adult that that's the second variation. Small head was the first one, and it's funny, as a kid, you get these figures straight off, the bat. Well, I did anyway. As soon as they came out, Mum went out and actually was shopping with her, but she saved them until my birthday, which was in December. Is still in December, and so saved them and put them away. But we were shopping for them, during the year as they came out, and my first figure in that lot was a big head Han. So I didn't even know that a small head Han existed until I was an adult collector. It's just freakish that, that was the thing, and there was these small head Hans that I didn't even know existed. Very, very bizarre. Klaatu, so many variations on this fella. There's a million skirts. Oops, come buddy, stand up. Actually, I think there's 4 skirts, but I like to exaggerate. So there's a few skirts. This particular Klaatu is a uni toy. There is other options of HK or no coup. What was this particular one? Where is he? He is a HK uni toy. There we go. Let's put him back in there. Yeah, this particular one is HK. I do believe there is obviously there's a lady version, but memory has gone. But there's a particular thing with the lady shiny boots. Just trying to think of it. There's something, and I also believe the lady has a different skirt as well. But yeah, that's my memory disappearing on me as my treatment kind of makes my short-term memory evaporate. Chewbacca, good to see that this fella made it in. Like I said, so many of the earlier characters didn't actually get a mention. Chewbacca, this is a no coup, which is a smile. He also came in Hong Kong and Taiwan as well. I do have those, but I don't even know if I've got a no coup. But yeah, he was made everywhere. I've got a Spanish one somewhere in the collection as well, but he's lovely. It's really nice to actually see Chewbacca with such vivid eyes and his bandolier actually still painted in, which is really, really cool. Love the Chewbacca. Where are you, Benjamin? This was a nice little addition. I don't know if I've ever seen a lightsaber on an action figure that straight. That's crazy, and it's authentic. It's the real McCoy. It's like the kid never played with Ben. And looking at how neat his hair is, Ben just got put aside. There is a little maybe nick on his finger, but other than that guy is absolutely pristine. His cape's folded weird, but that's okay. It's just is what it is, isn't it? This particular one is a Hong Kong, which is a Cater version. He also came in a made in Hong Kong, as well as the Hong Kong and a no coup. This particular one is just your standard Hong Kong Ben. Obviously, you know that he comes in a white hair, grey hair. The limbs have all sorts of weird degradation to them at times. This one here, you can see the arms are just changing. Well, more of that arm than the other arm is changing colour, which actually is pretty cool on old Ben. He, I don't know, it's not a variant as such, but when you've got them in your collection and they coming up with all different coloured figures, it's yeah, I don't know, adds to it all, I think. This is a pretty unusual figure for me to actually get in such good condition, but missing the cape. Really, really bizarre. We have a Hound trench coat with no trench coat. I do believe that all Hound trench coats were a no-coup. This one obviously is, which means he could be a Smile or a Cater. I have no particular idea. And really difficult to actually tell without his trench coat as to where he came from or where he was in the out of the factories and blah blah blah. But other than that, he's lovely Han, no marks, just missing his accessories. Kind of bizarre. Oops, sorry, buddy. Righto, Lando. Right, now this dude had his helmet taken on and off too many times because he's lost his paint app on the top of his head. He's quite a light coloured Lando. I've got some really dark ones. This one's got hair on it. These figures are a little sticky. I'm sorry I haven't cleaned them before the video. I kind of won't clean them until I'm good and ready. But this Lando skiff is a HK, so it either came as a HK or a no-coup, HK uni toy. There's definitely different colour variations in him, which we can possibly do in another video. This particular one is a lighter skinned Lando. And yes, at least he come with his hat, which is kind of nice. Helmet, hat, very cool. But otherwise, beautiful condition, absolutely beautiful. Sticky, but beautiful. How do you pronounce this dude? Ninum, however you want to pronounce him. What do we got here? This is a no-coup uni toy. Also has made in Hong Kong variations as well, which is pretty cool. But this guy's in lovely condition. Got a mark on him. Actually, it's kind of one of those figures. I don't know if he just never got played with, but Nonnum always was in good condition. I don't know. How's yours? Like, have you got like shitty beaten Nonnums or good ones? Because I think they're all. I don't know if I've ever seen a beta. They just figure, did it not get played with much? I don't know. Speaking of played with, we have Luke Jedi, who's gonna rock and not sap. He's got nose rubs, he's got finger rubs, he's got no cape, no weapon, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. This is a made in Hong Kong uni toy. Also comes in, goodness me, no coup, made in Taiwan, just Hong Kong. There's quite a few variations on him. And there's variations in the cape, and as you know, there's variations in the saber as well. This particular one, he's lost his nose, which is a bit sad. Poor old Lucasade here, but that's it. That's what happens. You know, you get played with, you lose you get a nose rub. Oh, all good, Luke. Now, what do we got here? Rebel Commando. Yeah, but it's just a mold line. Rebel Commando, this particular one is a no-coup, which is not only painted face, but this is from the Smile factory in Macau. So different again. Variations for Rebel Commando. There was a Hong Kong variant. There's a China variant. There's a no-coup variant. Lots of cool ones. This one, don't think he came with his weapon. But again, Rebel Commando, I'm pretty sure I've got a spare weapon for him around somewhere. It's kind of one that, I don't know, whether it was because it was that, weird gun that didn't get lost as easy because it had the big shoulder strap and, don't know. But anyway, he's cool. I might just keep this one out and make up a little indoor display. He's really, really nice. I like him. Next we got a really nice Nikto. He's got a few little rubs on his spikes on the top of his head there, but other than that, he's really, really cool. I like Nikto. He's a great figure. I picked up a couple of Power of the Force 2 skiffs. Not the other ones, but the new ones with the paint apps on them. So I have picked those up. So this fella is going to make it into a little diorama in my display. It's pretty cool. Like the old Nikto. This particular one is a Noku. Actually, I should really check to see what my other one is in, from my childhood. I might just see whether he is different. Checking my notes, this particular one, Noku, is a smile or a lady, which means he's going to be a smile. He's going to be unlikely to be a lady, and they only came with a Noku, so he's definitely going on the skiff, he can be a part of a diorama rather than on the shelf. So lovely. Good to have him as an addition. Pretty sure I'll have a weapon for him anyway. Squid head included in this lot. Unfortunately, no belt, skirt, whatever you want to call it. Does come with a cape, doesn't come with a weapon. This particular one is a made in HK, which is, a smile or a cater. Also came in a Noku version as well, but this one is the made in HK. Squid head, such an awesome looking figure. Definitely one of my favourites. We have a little Yoda included as well. Completely naked old mate here. Sorry, that's a bit of a shame, but that's okay. No accessories Yoda. And kind of hunched over. Can't stand up, buddy. And also, super played with. There you go. Like, he's got paint missing everywhere and no accessories. But hey, there you go. Your old Yods. Good on you, buddy. All right. What did I have about Yoda? That particular one was a Hong Kong variant. Even though I'm playing with Ryu's now, trying to stand him up. That was a Hong Kong variant, which was, goodness, that could have been Cater, Unitoy, or Smile, no idea. Yoda also came in a Noku variant. Speaking of Noku, Ryu's Noku Smile Factory. He also came in an HK or a Taiwan variant. The man with the golden gun here did come with his gun accessory, which is really, really cool. I like Ryu's. I don't know if I've got a Noku, so that might be going straight to the pool room. I will have to check on that when once I finish this particular video. But yeah, Ryu's and such good condition. I like him. He's such a beautiful figure, but that's okay. This one here is the one I smashed as a kid. This guy got played with so much. I don't know if you can see that. If I can focus on him, but how often do you see Luke X-Wing with his hand still intact? Ever? I don't know. This particular one, hand still intact. Absolutely. Come on, mate. Focus. Stunning figure. In such good condition. This particular one is a China version from Cater. He comes in a Hong Kong or a Noku as well. So there's some options. Heaps of options with Luke X-Wing as well. There's insignia forward, back, skin color variations. There's also some really cool limb plastic degradations where the orange changes, but that one there is an absolutely schmick Luke X-Wing China version. I do have one, but I don't know if mine is this good, so this might be a swap out. That's the other thing. When we do these collections, what do you guys do? Do you swap out your figures as you go along? You know, like every time you just upgrade. I happen to do that. I have to be very careful though. Whenever I do upgrade, I archive the other one. I don't just sell it off because I'm very nostalgic, and my mum bought me my figures as a kid, so and I can't remember which ones they were anymore. All I know is she bought me figures, and I keep them. So basically, in fear of selling something that my mum bought me as a kid, I archive my figures that I upgrade. I foresee this one being an upgrade. It's absolutely beautiful condition, and I do believe that I've already got a China Luke X-Wing, so doubt he's this good condition. There's a little nick on his hand, but mate, the rest of him is absolutely superb. He's going to be going straight to the pool room, as I say. Akbar, where are you? Come on, buddy. Kind of get something in the centre there. Akbar, this particular one is a Hong Kong variant, which means he could be Unitor or Smile, no idea. Akbar comes in multiple variants: Hong Kong, Taiwan, no coups. This particular one being Hong Kong. There's all sorts of really cool stuff going on with Akbar as well. There's his tunic. You get dark tans, light tans, even the red of Akbar's skin. There's different tonings, which is pretty cool. I'm sure there's other variants. People might collect wide stances, closed stances, but I might just see what other Akbars I've got. Not too sure whether it's worthy of a video. He's not actually my favourite character. He's pretty cool, but I know I've got friends who absolutely adore Akbar, but yeah, he's just standard figure to me. I don't know. Some figures I get really excited about. I get excited about Rees. Just such a and Squid Head. They're just like incidental characters. Where this guy had the coolest lines in the movie yet. I don't know. I just don't get excited by him. But that's okay. That's okay. That's what we do when we have all these collections. We like things for certain reasons. Okay, what else have I got here? We got. Come on, mate. Get into some nice focus. Really nice Hoth Stormtrooper. Now, this particular one is from the Smile Factory. There's so many variations of him. I've got a million of them. He's got a rubbed out Hong Kong on the back of his boot, which means he's from Smile. Other variations of this guy, he was Hong Kong, China, no coup. There's all sorts of stuff that actually came out with Hoth Stormtrooper. So many different molds, his face, his armor. My God, there's a gazillion different snowtrooper molds and variations. Not a gazillion, but a lot. I just wish I was able to pick up more with skirts, but that's okay. That's just something that happens. They are just such a hard accessory to get, or to get when you're getting a collection come through like this. This one, I always muck up his name. I've always called him ATST Pilot. I don't know why. But it's ATST driver. I have no idea why I call him pilot, but that's just it. ATST driver, no coup variant, which means he is from Unitoy. That he also came as Taiwan, There's a Taiwan version of him as well. Yeah, he's in really lovely condition. He's got a little bit of degradation in his arms, maybe a little bit in his legs, but other than that, insignia is beautiful. He's got a tiny little nose rub, but far out, it's like that other collection I picked up. I don't know how it's happening, but there's so many beaters getting around, and I've landed 2 collections that are hardly played with. It's crazy. So blessed, so lucky to get these. What else? What's after the driver? Bib. Oh, Bib. He's grotty. Look at the top of his head. Far out. It's almost got chewing gum on there. Bib's complete except for without his staff. It's a bit of a shame. He's bloody tall, isn't he? Good old Bib. What was Bib? Memories. Hong Kong, Cater. Also comes in made in Taiwan and a no-coup. Does he come? No, I don't think he comes in a made in Hong Kong, just a Hong Kong, which is the Cater variant. So many variations with this fella, with the cape. This is a standard one. There is a green, there's like a green interior. I forget what that particular one is, but I've got him in the collection. We'll dig out some bibs in another video and do some comparisons. But other than that, he's a pretty cool little addition. I love the Jabba's Palace scene, and so it's always really, really cool to actually have those characters. Weequay. Another addition to the skiff, which I picked up the other day. Well, the 2 skiffs, got 2 of them, which is really, really cool. Makes for a better diorama when you've got these guys spread out everywhere. I do have a force pike for him, but that's still in that 3PO case somewhere. But there, it is what it is. He's a little bit knocked around, but Weequay, I don't know. Again, talk to me in the comments. Weequay, he was kind of the figure that was, I don't know, beaten up a lot. I don't know what it is, but he is a common beater. Weequay. He's great. I really, really like him as a figure. But whenever you pick him up, they're beaters. And this one, okay, he's not a beater, but he's certainly got a lot of chips and that off his fingers, off his boot tips. Yeah. This particular one is an HK, also came in a no coup. HK could either be Unitoy or Smile. Variant Villain will tell you which one it is if you dig around and see which one, like where the HK fits on the leg, and Variant Villain's just brilliant for that. But me and my eyes and my consideration of it, I'm just happy that I know that it's HK and that it either comes from Unitoy or Smile, one or the other. It is what it is. Okay, Rancor Keeper. Didn't come with his accessory, but that's okay. It's kind of an accessory that you kind of find. This particular one is a no coup, which means he came from the Smile factory. There is a Taiwan variant from him as well. I do have a couple of Rancor Keepers. I'll have to have a quick look to see. I'm pretty sure when I was collecting these back in the 90s, when I discovered Star Wars figures again, I wasn't even looking at the coups back then. I was just looking at, did they have color variations, and that's all I was doing. And now I'm more diving in, going in down the rabbit hole of looking for the different countries that they came in, the different factories that they came from. It's quite fascinating. Obviously, still the colour variations and the mould variations and that as well. But back then in the 90s, I was just chasing the colour variations. So it was just the two that I have was more about skin tones than anything else. So I will have to check to see whether I've got whether the two that I've actually got now are Nokus or Taiwans or one of each. No particular knowledge at this stage. One of my favourite figures of the Star Wars line, Gamorrean Guard. He's so cool. I've got some really cool variations of him. He has dark armor, he has light armor. I've got one with a paint mishap. But there's, like the other day, there's soft torsos, hard torsos. There's so much going on with Gamorrean Guard. This particular one is a Hong Kong, which is a Kader. There's also a HK. There's a Noku. The lady version of him, I do believe, is dark armor and dark skin, or there's just dark skin versions. There's so much going on with the Gamorrean Guard. This one came with his axe too, which is always cool to have an axe as an accessory. Really, really pleased. Speaking of no accessories, this particular dude, right? Okay, so he's missing a couple of accessories, and I'm pretty stoked that there are quite a few Ewoks in this collection. Let's just move them both across here because it does my head in when they're not centre. T-bow axes. I've got lots of T-bows now, and I've got one axe for all my T-bows. I don't know what it is with T-bow axes. Why do they go missing? But anyway, obviously one of them's missing his horn and his axe. The other one's just missing his axe. These two particular T-bows are both Noku. They're both Unitoy. There is a Taiwan variant. From memory, the Taiwan is the darker stripes. But yeah, these two are both the Noku Unitoys. Okay, next, the little fella himself. Now, speaking of well played with, check out Wicket. Wicket comes with his spear. I do actually have his spear. His spear came with it, which is amazing because Wicket spears just evaporate. But no poncho, no headdress. Not poncho, no headdress. Don't know where that went. Maybe Wicket just got super played with. He's got good rubs on his belly there, but super excited that he came with his weapon. Particular Wicket is a Noku, which comes from the Smile Factory. There is a Taiwan variant. This one's not going to the pool room anyway. He's just not going in. He's just not of the quality that I want, even if I don't have him as a variant. Sorry, I'm pretty particular about what goes in. I won't have anything that's I would call this a beater. He's pretty messed up as far as figures go. But it's just nice to have a spare spear, which is pretty cool. So when I do get, because I don't know, I'll have to check. I'm pretty sure mine's a Noku in the pool room now. So if I get a Taiwan, then I'll just match him up with the spear that came with this particular one. But yeah, cute little character, but yeah, not sticking around. I do have this is a pretty cool Chief Chipper. He's lost a bit of paint on his belt. He's sticky as hell. The paint, the plastic degradation on this particular fella is bizarre. Didn't come with a his staff. That's okay. What I do like about this one, he is a Noku. My childhood Chief Chirper is a HK. So, and I've only got one, so which means that this is the one that needs to go in the collection. He's okay. I know I just said that Wicket was a beater and he's definitely not going in the collection, but this one I wouldn't really consider a beater. Yes, he's lost some paint, but Wicket, nah, without his headdress and with so much paint rubbed off his belly, I'm really not thinking of adding him. Where the chief here, I think he's going to be. He's going to be okay. No, he doesn't have a weapon, but that's his staff. But that's kind of okay as well. I don't expect, especially these days, 40 years after the game, that we're just going to have weapons for every single figure in the collection. It's not going to happen. Just I've got to be realistic. Okay, almost to the end of it, guys. This has been an epic video. B-Wing pilot. This particular dude is a No-Coup, which is a Unitoy. The Kader is also a No-Coup, but he is a No-Coup on the other leg. So if we have a look at that, you basically got your LFLs, but they swapped legs, which is kind of weird, but that's okay. Why? I have no idea why they went to all the trouble of changing the molds, but they did. Anyway, so Cater's on the other leg. So I can't really think what the other one is. Whether this is just No-Coup. I really don't know if they came out. Can't remember. Did they come out with Hong Kong? Did they come out with anything else? Don't know. Anyway, B-Wing pilot. Nice little addition for this one. Emperor's Royal Guard, another tall fella. Unfortunately, he did not come with his staff. That would have been awesome because that's something that I just never get with Emperor's Royal Guards whenever I pick them up, like singularly or with collections. I don't know what it is. It's just my luck. I think I just don't get the staff with them, but it is what it is. This is a No-Coup. He's from the Unitoy factory. They also come in a Hong Kong variant and a made in Hong Kong variant. So there's 3 different options there. But so this guy is actually the last one of the figures that I'm going to show off to you guys. So there was quite a few figures in there. There was bits and pieces in there as well. Bizarre stuff. Like I told you there was no R2 or 3PO. Kind of lied. There was definitely no R2. But what there was like an arm and a leg of a removable limb 3PO, which was bizarre. Never actually seen that. There was a broken Micronaut. I forget what one he was. I never had Micronauts as a kid. I only had Star Wars action figures. But there was a broken Micronaut. He'll be in here somewhere. This is the actual case. What do we got? Let's reach across. So, okay. We've got 2 arms and a leg from 3PO. Okay, there's weapons everywhere, but there's that Gamorrean guard axe. Weapons going all over the place. But this is the broken Micronaut. I don't know if I can get that in camera. Yeah, look at that. No feet, no hands, broken arm. Good chest plate. Lovely looking chest plate. I don't know what his name is. If you know his name, comment in the comment section. Let me know what he is. But anyway, weird additions. Last one I want to show you, and this came in as well. A-Team accessories. So bizarre. We got backpack. We got, I think it's a TNT thing. Believe that's a mortar stand, and I reckon that's Hannibal's rifle. But anyway, yes, A-Team accessories were included in this lot. Really, really bizarre. And lastly, no, I'm not really going to be able to show it. Yes, I am. I'm going to show it this way. Right, in here it was the, I'm going to pick it up, was the insert for the 3PO case, which is a cool addition. Back and front, nice little one. Now, I'm not a carry case collector, so this will be one of those things that does find its way back into the Star Wars community, not in my collection, but yeah, that's how it happens. You know, you collect what makes you happy, right? That's how we do it. What a collection that was. I'm so grateful, like I said before, to get such an amazing collection of figures all at once, and to be able to sort through them and see what I can keep for my main collection, and then what else will just be archived for a rainy day. But yeah, so I'll go through those now that I've shown them all to you. Pick out all the good ones, and you know what they're doing? Going straight to the pool room. So, as I always say, whatever you collect, just enjoy collecting. And if you like the content that I'm doing, you've stayed this far into the video, like, subscribe, do all those things, because there's heaps coming up. I pick up stuff all the time, and I just want to show it off and show it to you. And there's some really cool variants in the collection behind, which I'll be sharing with you as the videos keep coming. I'll talk to you soon. Down from the pool room.